Throughout the history of comedy, there have been people that have stolen material from other comics. It's a horrible situation when an established comedian steals from a guy who's coming up. Anybody that tries to take any of your ideas and pawn them off as their own is a piece of shit.
Right.
And they should be outed as being a piece of shit.
This is a story from sometime last year. I was at the gym, working a lat or something, and after the workout, I went to the locker room where a couple of meatheads were discussing the Toronto Maple Leafs game that night. And by discussing, I mean grunting words at each other. Bro, what was the score of the Leafs game, bro? Man, bro, it wasn't fucking good, bro. We lost 8-1. We lost 8-1? Bro, that's fucking embarrassing. How the fuck can we lose 8-1? And then he punched a locker. First off, what's embarrassing is that fucking reaction. And second, you didn't do a goddamn fucking thing. You were in a gym in London, Ontario, lifting heavy things and then flexing and looking at yourself in a mirror. At best, if they played at home, that guy was around 200 kilometers or 124 miles away from the arena. Of course, I didn't tell him these things because I didn't want his roid rage unleashed on my much smaller body. This guy was a tank and he beat up a locker just because his favorite hockey team lost, so being told he was a fucking idiot probably would not have put him in the best of moods. But he was a fucking idiot. Enjoy it. But don't say we won or we lost or we just got such and such a player. You did not affect the outcome of a single sporting contest. You were not involved in the financial or personnel decisions. None of the players heard you yell your ever so helpful advice of, "Come on guys, defense."
I've just got to say this, alright? Some sports fans take sports way too fucking seriously. Most people have nothing to do with their sports teams, alright? But they act so involved. I have friends on Facebook who, whenever their teams win a big match, right, they'll post a Facebook status boasting, saying some shit like, "Ha ha! We won, mate! We champions! Fuck you, Manchester United! We're better than you!" We? What do you mean, we? No, mate. They won. They won a match. Not fucking we, and not fucking you. Alright, mate? You didn't have a fucking thing to do with their victory. They were the ones that were running around out there busting their asses, while you fat bastard, you were the one sat at home on your fat ass on your couch, drinking a beer, and you watched them win, talking about we're champions. What do you mean we're champions? If I went and I asked those champions about you fat shit, I can fucking tell you now, sunshine, they would look pretty fucking confused. Right, mate? Because you had nothing to do with that victory, you fat bastard. And odds are, mate, you probably weren't even appreciative of that shit. All you did was sat there on your fat ass, probably complaining as you did. "Oh my god, he missed! How the fuck do you miss from 9 yards out? What the complaining about his salary? We paid £69 million for him, and he plays like this? And complaining about technical sports shit, like you're some fucking expert. What's he doing? Why didn't he just do a 1-2 with Messi, and then through ball it to Ronaldo at a speed of 37 miles an hour? Nothing but fucking complaining the entire time, right? Not a single nice word said. But as soon as you win, right? Champions! Yes, mate! That's our boys! Wait, guys, be right back. Let me go write a Facebook status. You bastard. Listen, no disrespect, right? But I've had friends who look like this, who get out of breath just reaching down to tie their fucking shoelaces, right? And they're talking as if they know what these elite athletes should have done, just because they played FIFA or something. Listen, mate, fuck off. That's like listening to your 9-year-old cousin in the trenches in World War II because he got a nuke once in Call of Duty. It's just a game, man. It's entertainment, right? But some people take it so seriously that they will legit be in a bad mood when their team loses. Which, when you think about it, right, is fucking retarded. Some sports fans will be in a bad mood because a group of 11 strangers who they've never met lost a game of football against another group of 11 strangers who they've also never met. That's fucking stupid. Some of them even fucking cry. Men! Grown fucking men crying their eyes out like children because the local group of complete strangers are now going to be making less money next season. Get a fucking grip, mate. You don't even know them. So what the fuck are you crying for? And even more than that, right? You care so much about them, but in all reality, right? They don't even know you exist. Why would you care so much and always be saying such nice things about someone who doesn't even know you exist? By the way, Crunchy Tran is fucking lovely, don't you think? But there's something else that happens on YouTube now and then, right? Which is such a big problem when it happens that it makes drama look like nothing.
Fame. It's something that many of us would love to have.
And it seems as if Matthew Santoro will stop at nothing to get it. Listen, before I say this, let me make sure I word myself very carefully, alright? Because I believe it would be very reasonable to say that from the evidence that I've seen and that I'm about to show you in a second, YouTube's golden boy, Matthew Santoro, plagiarizes like a motherfucker. I've seen evidence that Matthew Santoro plagiarizes a ton of his material from a website called listverse.com. And honestly, right, that fucking sickens me. Again, let me word myself very fucking carefully, okay? I am not saying that he's a plagiarist. All I'm gonna do is show you the evidence and you make your own conclusions, okay? Alright, fantastic. This is not the only video and article that are suspiciously similar, right? But let me just show you the example of one particular video. On November the 5th, 2014, listverse.com published an article called 10 Weirdly Famous People. What it is, right, is it's an article talking about 10 people who are famous for really weird reasons, right? However, on November the 10th, 2014, literally 5 days later, Matthew Santoro made a video called 10 People Famous for Really Weird Things, which is a video also talking about 10 people who are famous for really weird reasons. What a fucking coincidence! But listen, it gets worse, alright? The 10 people featured in the Listverse article in order of appearance are these guys. And the 10 people in Matt's video in order of appearance are these guys. Literally the exact same guys. Every single one. And not only that, right? But in the exact same order too. Do you know what the odds of that happening are? Literally 1 in 3.6 million. That's comparable to lottery odds. Again, what a fucking coincidence. And again, it gets even worse. Not only did Matt have an almost identical topic 5 days apart and have the exact same names in the exact same order as the Listverse article, Matt pretty much just read out exactly what was in the articles.
character in 500 commercials spanning a career of 21 years. In fact, in a 1978 poll, Mr. Whipple was the third most recognizable man in America, right behind Richard Nixon and Billy Graham, which consisted of 6 votes, including those from himself and his parents. In 1931, a guy named Plenty Wingo was talking to some friends about publicity stunts when he came up with his own. He decided to walk backwards around the world. He made it 13,000 kilometers before being sent back over a border dispute with Istanbul.
Jesus Christ! Again, what a fucking coincidence! Now listen, again, I'm not saying that he's a plagiarist. I don't want to get sued, alright? You make your own conclusions. All I'll say is that I myself think I have a pretty good idea why Matt's video was so fucking similar to the Listverse article written just 5 days before his video. And as if that wasn't bad enough, right? All of this apparent plagiarism from someone who has the fucking nerve to say shit like this.
YouTube was built off of people who are just creative.
Are you fucking serious, Matt? Creating? You just read it out. What exactly do you think you're creating? The fucking audiobook to that article? Seriously, you've got some fucking nerve talking about being a creator when that's the kind of shit that you do. You essentially reading out that article does not mean you created dick. If your mum buys a book and reads you that book as a bedtime story, you don't go and credit her for writing the fucking book, do you? No! She just read it out. In my opinion, right, you don't deserve any fucking credit for that video, Matt. Dustin Koski is the one who is credited for writing that article for Listverse. I do not see Dustin's name anywhere in your video credits, Matt. From what I see here, in my opinion, you stole his work, Matt. You absolute fucking scumbag. Writing shit and coming up with material for a video or an article can be so fucking hard. And I find it disgusting, genuinely fucking disgusting, when people just use other people's work without their permission. And then you go and complain about the integrity of creators? What the fuck do you create? Listen, Matt, if you want my advice, right? Why don't you stop wasting your time jumping on bandwagons from other popular YouTubers, complaining about drama, and start creating some actual material yourself? Fucking uncreative piece of shit plagiarists make me fucking sick, man. You got some nerve complaining about drama, man. Plagiarism is something that I don't think anyone should tolerate, ever. And again, there's still a little bit more to say on Matthew Santoro, like juicy shit to say on Matthew Santoro, right? But this video's getting long enough. So again, right, shameless fucking plug. If you ever see me online on twitch.tv, ask me whatever the fuck you want.
Dust it off, turn it sideways, and stick it straight up your candy ass.
This is the second time that I've been up for over 30 hours making a fucking video this week, so I just want to wrap this video up as fast as possible, alright? This whole thing about drama on YouTube recently is being blown way out of proportion, seriously. And no one's speaking any fucking sense about it. And when these 3 clowns do speak up on the topic, everyone goes and listens to them, despite them talking nonsense. Listen, next week I'm going to upload a video on the topic of YouTube drama as a whole, and I'm going to try and bring some fucking sense to it. But listen, that's next week, right? What's the message for this video? That plagiarism is fucking disgusting, and anyone who does it should not be taken seriously as a content creator by anyone. And they should be fucking ashamed of themselves. I'm late all the time.
I am probably going to be late for work every day.
So tell me about a weakness of yours. Oh my god, where to start?
What would you say is your greatest weakness?
Where do I start?
Right, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? Hopefully not still in this shithole.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Not in this shithole.
Plagiarism! Fucking... Right, don't you hate it when you're in school or you're in an exam or something, and next to you there's some bumhole who you don't like peering over your shoulder, copying what you're doing? Cheeky bastard. Right, there's a chap who messaged me, YouTube user Rupesh a foreign lad. He's saying that Ray William Johnson copied my video. About 3 weeks ago, I uploaded a video on interviews. Coincidentally, Ray William Johnson also just so happened to make a video on interviews. Right, not that it makes a difference, but I uploaded my video on the 21st of Feb, and he uploaded it on the 4th of March. So like what is that? Like 11 days after. Now listen. Just to address anyone who might think that Ray copied my very similar, uploaded suspiciously closely to my video, I'm here to let you know that he clearly didn't, could not have. Listen, I'm not going to say that Ray William Johnson copied my video. I'm new to YouTube, so I don't know jack shit about what I can and cannot claim in my videos without, I don't know, lawsuits and stuff. So I'm going to tell you that Ray William Johnson clearly did not copy my video. They are very different. Because one's funny and one's not.